Principles of Finance. My topic is convertibles. Basic learning objectives in this presentation will be to identify convertibles, to understand their basic characteristics, that there are different types of convertibles, there is value in convertibles, to explain why a company would use a convertible bond over a common stock, and also explain the payout options. Basic characteristics of convertibles. They both have features of bonds and stocks. Like I said, they are a hybrid security with debt and equity features. Convertible bonds typically have a lower coupon rate than that of non-convertible debt. The conversion option has value. From the issuer's perspective, the key benefit of raising money by selling convertible bonds is to reduce cash interest payment. There are two types of bond values. One would be a straight bond value, and the other is a conversion value. Types of convertibles, there are several. Vanilla convertible bonds are the simplest convertible structure. They grant the holder the right to convert into a certain amount of shares determined according to the conversion price, and this is determined in advance. Mandatory convertibles force the holder to convert into shares at maturity. The first conversion price would limit the price where the investor would receive the equivalent of its par value back in shares, and the second would limit where the investor will earn more than the par. Reverse convertibles. The conversion price would act as a knock-in short call option. The conversion price would drop as the stock price drops below the conversion price. The investor would start to be exposed to the underlying stock performance and no longer be able to redeem at its par bond value. This is negative and would compensate usually at a higher coupon payment rate. Packaged convertibles have the bond plus option structure that consists of a straight line bond and a call or option warrant combined. They for instance, would miss the modified duration that's usual with the vanilla convertible structures. There's different dynamics and risks associated with them at maturity, and the holder would not receive some of the cash or shares, but some cash and potentially some shares. The packaged convertibles are the most confusing, the most detailed type of convertible. Additional features of convertibles. There are several. There's a conversion price, which is the nominal price per share at which the conversion will take place. The issuance premium is the difference between the conversion price and the stock price at the issuance. Conversion ratio is the number of shares that each convertible bond will convert into. It may be per bond or per 100 basis. Maturity and redemption date is the final payment date of a loan or other financial instrument, at which point the principal is due to be paid. The final conversion date is the date at which the holder can request the conversion into shares. It may be different than the redemption date. A coupon, as I had discussed previously, is a periodic interest payment paid to the convertible bondholder from the issuer. It could be at a fixed or variable equal or to 0. A yield is the yield of a convertible bond at the issuance date. This could be different from the coupon value if the bond is offering a premium redemption. In those cases, the value would be predetermined and entered in the into the redemption value. Values of convertibles. The value of a convertible bond has 3 main stages of convertible behavior. There is the in the money stage, where the conversion price is less than the equity price. The at the money stage, where the conversion price is equal to the equity price. And the out the money stage, where the conversion price is greater than the equity. And here you can see that if we look at the original price here, at the stock price, this is the at the money, and then here is right above the knock-in level. Convertible debt versus straight debt. Convertible debt carries a lower coupon rate than does otherwise identical straight debt. If a company does poorly, it will turn out that the conversion option finishes the out of the money part. In an effective financial market, it doesn't matter. Convertible bonds, it does not mean if they will be cheaper or more expensive than any other financial option. Investors pay the firm for the fair value of the conversion option. Why convertibles? Firms use convertible debt because new equity is required, but current market conditions and share prices are unfavorable. Convertible securities are viewed as deferred equity financing. The call feature built into the convertibles prevent them from exceeding their conversion price. Underwriting cost tends to be lower than straight equity financing. So here's a graph here. It shows the straight bond value, the conversion ratio, the conversion value, the floor value. When convertible bond values increase, so does the floor value. The option value increase. So the example of a convertible was taken straight off investmentoptions.com. Consider a company XYZ bond with 1,000 par value that is convertible into XYZ common stock. It has a coupon rate of 6% payable annually. The bond specific a conversion ratio, which is the number of shares that the investor will receive if he chooses to convert the shares. The bondholder keeps the bond for 2 years and collects $60 in interest payment each year. At the end of year 2, he elects to convert his bond into 20 shares of the stock. By this time, the stock price has risen to $75 per share. The bondholder converts his bonds to 20 shares at $75 per share, and now his investment is worth $1,500, $500 more than his previous par value. There are uses for investors. Convertible bonds are usually issued offering a higher yield than obtainable on shares which the bond converts. They're safer, and convertible bonds are usually less unpredictable than regular shares. Redemption options. There are 5 main redemption options available. A soft put redemption option can be redeemed for cash, stocks, notes, or a combination of all 3. It is at the company's discretion. Hard put are payable only in cash. Protective put are buying a put option for the underlying bond security. A convertible put is converted by sharing a pay charge. And there's also a least likely used subordinate put. That's my presentation. I appreciate any input, feedback. Thank you very much.